Hi, I'm Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker and author, and I am so delighted to introduce you one of our next speakers, the amazing Steve Nobel. Steve, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Who am I? I was a director of an organization in central London called Alternatives for 13 years, hosting all kinds of spiritual authors and personal development, including you, Rasheed. You came along a couple of times. I left there. I'm now running my own business called the Soul Matrix, which is very spiritually orientated. You know, it's for people of a spiritual nature. I trained in coaching, NLP, hypnotherapy, all of that, but I also trained in lots of way out stuff. My focus now is really combining the spiritual and the practical, and I think this is one of the things coaches are interested, you know, a number of them. How do we connect our authentic self, our heart, and all the practical stuff? You know, it's not just about meditating on the mountain and putting your finger up going, Spirit, please help me, or, you know, praying to the wind or whatever. It's, you know, it's like the Arabic saying, you know, trust in God, but tie your camel. I believe in that kind of thing. There's all these resources in the universe and within ourselves, but we're the ones who have to kind of step up to the platform, do it, speak it, and act on it, you know, and get it going. And then we become, I think, unstoppable forces.
I mean, incredible, Steve. I mean, and it ties in so smoothly with your talk, following your heart and spirit as a coach. We know that that's not always easy, and there can be all sorts of noises that you should be doing this and you should be doing that, or especially if we find ourselves in a corporate world. And you're also author of the Spirit. You'll be sharing a few pointers and tips and findings from your book, Steve. Can you just tell us? I mean, you were just telling me before recording. How did the coaching journey actually start for you? And is there anything that you would say to anyone at home who is starting, or perhaps they've been coaching for a long time, about what you're hoping to share in our evening, which is going to be a discussion, a bit of a Q&A, and an opportunity for them to ask questions to you?
So my introduction to coaching was around early 2000s. I had a lot of coaches come to Alternatives. I loved the clarity. I loved the language. I loved the precision. And I started training, I think it was about 2006. It was an NLP-based training. I did NLP practitioner and masters and load of coaching programs in that. And I just love language and the precision of language to enter something. Like, I think language is a doorway that enters someone's energy field. For me, I mean, yes, the world is chaotic and difficult. I remember when I was at Alternatives, someone said to me, what's your 5-year business plan? And I said, I don't have one. Because basically, it's very difficult to tie in even now, I wouldn't have a 5-year business plan. I'm using more, I would say, more intuition and connection with spirit. Spirit says, or in meditation, do this, do that. And I've learned to trust it. And I think following the kind of left brain, which most people are trained with, left brain, you know, you proceed like a staircase. You know, if you do step 1, step 2, then step 10 will follow. In this world, it doesn't kind of follow like that. There's too many factors. So for me, it's a bit like entering a labyrinth where I have to trust my inner compass to find my way through. And so I think I'm very successful. My business is very successful, really. You know, I'm fully engaged, and all measures of success, I suppose, are being ticked, really, in terms of I love it, money's flowing, and lots of clients, and, you know, and lots of good feedback. And I still don't know where it's going, but I'm trusting that someone knows, some higher intelligence knows beyond me, and all I've got to do is tune into it and clear out my ego, yummy, you know, be scared, be afraid, you know, and calm that and follow the heart and spirit. And so far it worked very well at Alternatives, and it's worked very well in my own business, really.
Well, it's worked incredibly well for you with Soul Matrix. What, 129,000 followers?
139.
139,000 followers. So again, Steve, I'm really interested to, and I'm sure our audience will be, you being there in the hot seat, hearing your journey, the story. I mean, fortunately, I've been lucky enough to, it's been such a joy knowing you for, I don't know how many years now, but how many years ago it was that we first met. But I've really loved the fact how you can combine a real humanity, a real authenticity, a real pragmatism, as well as being really authentic to that spiritual side. In terms of your business. And I'm really looking forward to asking you those questions about how have you steered your career? Because I'd imagine that, Steve, that there'll be many people who are worried about the money, worried about the marketing side of their business, how to do this, how to do that. And there's all sorts of noise that we coaches will experience. So Steve, We're really looking forward to any last words that you would say to anyone who's thinking about coming along to us on the 15th of February.
The one key thing is, I think to anyone, is keep your vibe high. Do things that lift your energy every day. Make it a practice. You know, I sit in beautiful tea shops or read inspiring books. Just keep your energy high. Do not let anything bring your energy down, your focus down. It's that, just that one thing alone, you know, I think it's a daily practice for me. You know, I go for a walk by the sea every day, drink tea in a beautiful coffee shop. It makes all the difference. Do stuff that really lifts the vibe, really.
Amazing. Well, Steve, we're really looking forward to seeing you following your heart and spirit as a coach, 15th of February, the coaching pod, and we'll be hearing more about your books and all the other stuff that you'll be doing as well there. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks, Rasheed. Thank you.